What's up, guys? Today I'm going to do a little bit of a comprehensive video on our ProLine account and give you guys a really good understanding of how we use it and how we believe it should be done. Um, we've got multiple pipelines here throughout ProLine. We do this that way we can dedicate, these like we could technically dedicate sales to only our sales team and production only to our production team. So that's kind of the idea, but it also gives us a little bit of better organization inside of here that seems to just kind of keep things looking a little bit neater. So in sales, we'll just start with kind of browsing through our pipelines and what's inside of them. So every customer starts as a new lead. Whether they fill a web form out and that automatically comes in here, which we can talk about later, or some sort of outside lead source like Roof Quote Pro that would just automatically put them in here, or if they were to call in and we plug them in here. So they start as a new lead, and then even if it's a phone call, as soon as their appointment is booked, which we're trying to book it during that initial phone call, they will automatically go to appointment scheduled. As soon as we get, send that customer a quote via ProLine, they will go into quote sent automatically. And then lost, we have to physically move them to lost. So the only time we move someone to lost is if they actually truly tell us, no, we're not using you, or sorry, we have hired someone else. If it's not for that, we leave them in quote sent because they will continuously get a little bit of sales follow up. We'll look at that in a little bit. But if they get this quote sent and they sign that contract inside of the quote, they will automatically move to a one project. So, not a lot of manual effort on our end on the sales side of things. So once that customer's hit one, then obviously they're in the production phase. So to go into production, and this is kind of a dummy account, so that's why we have zero everywhere. But we would have our list of signed contracts right here. So this is a mirrored stage. So everybody that was in the one column in sales is also in the one column in production. Once they come here, it becomes mostly a manual move. But you're dealing with a lot less customers. You're dealing with only the ones that actually sign, not every new lead that comes in. So it's still a nice process. But once we order the materials, they go here. Once they're delivered, we just manually move them. Each day we update. Each morning, every sales guy, everybody that's in ProLine updates their ProLine with their customers and moves them where they belong for the day. We move our customers through this journey pretty quick. We don't have much backlog, so once they sign tomorrow, they're probably getting moved, the materials ordered, and by the end of that week, they're probably at materials delivered, and the following week they're in progress, or even later that week. So, but that's what we do. We go one, material ordered, material delivered, jobs in progress, and job complete. I'll show you why to me it's important to have these separated here in just a little bit. The next pipeline we have is the billing pipeline. We separate this that way we can give access to, say, our CPA or our admin in the office, and if we wanted to, we could just give them access to this pipeline only. So the only thing that they would have to be responsible for is, again, this is a mirrored stage from production. So, once you've got a job complete, it's still just a job complete in billing. But then whoever's doing the billing work has the ability to grab this customer, get them an invoice sent, and then get them to paid and close. So this is all automated again. Once you send an invoice, they automatically go here. And once you apply a full payment, they go from there to paid and close. So really streamlined, really slick process. That is the typical customer journey in our ProLine. We've got a couple others here that I'd like to just bring up because I think that I think you just need to have something like this. And if it's not exactly the same, tailor it to fit your business. But I do think that you have to have something along these lines. And one is a warranty pipeline. Ours is super simple. That usually has zero in here. So if I ever open up ProLine and I see that there's a 1, a 2, a 3 in here, I'm looking at it, so we try to keep it at zero because these are callbacks, these are issues, these are 2, 3-year-old jobs that, that have a warranty claim, warranty issue with our installation or our product. So what we do is as soon as they call in, they're going right to warranty filed, and that's when me or one of the production guys will catch this immediately. We will see that we've got a warranty filed. We will then, whether we can go back into company cam or whatever and try to assess remotely what's going on so we can kind of gather some things, gather some materials, make a game plan. Once we've got a plan in place and a scheduled time to go make these warranty repairs, we move them to a work in progress. Once they're done, we just move them, we just close it back to either paid and closed or whatever. So real simple little pipeline, but super necessary. We've also got a repairs pipeline. We run a small repair division in our business, and this has been a really good pipeline. We're still altering some things as far as our sales process on it, but the pipeline itself works really well. So we've got just like in the sales process, this is just a condensed version because we're basically trying to do the repair at the point of sale. So like we're literally trying to quote and repair in the same trip. We're doing that to try to save our customers some money because every time we make a trip out there, it's costing us money, which in turn is costing them money. So regardless, they come in as a repair lead. Once we send them our repair quote template, they go to repair quote sent. If that customer decides to pull the trigger, again, automatically they go to quote signed. Once we have called them back, they've signed the quote, we've called them back, said, hey, thanks so much for signing. What's a good day and time to come do this repair? We schedule it, they move here, and once they pay their bill, they move here. Very simple pipeline. Just a nice condensed version, of our main, sales and production pipeline. But it works for this process because we tried to simplify it so much. But the last one is a rehash pipeline. There's one column here, and what I do is once a year I will take all of last year's customers, add them to this pipeline, and they go into a rehash campaign. Currently, it's not on. We're not running it. We'll run it sometimes, and sometimes we'll just turn it off, depending on lead flow, depending on time of year. Just that's a strategic thing on our end that we do. But real simple. We just move people here once a year. All of our lost leads, throw them in the pile here. They'll get a rehash, or we'll go through that. So that is our separate pipelines and the stages inside of them. The next thing I was going to go through was each individual stage here inside of our main sales process, the campaigns inside of them. So these little gear icons mean that the campaign is turned on. There's an active campaign going inside of this. So if we go inside of here, this is the campaign that's on. Speed to lead, new lead, book an appointment. So that's the actual campaign inside of new leads. So if we view campaign, and we got 37 contacts in this campaign through our entire ProLine system, not in this specific account. But what happens here is these are. Well, the only thing we've altered is we've added our Calendly link in here because we're trying to get them to book their own appointment. We use this mostly for off hours type stuff. So that way if they, fill a web form or something at 12 o'clock at night, they instantaneously get an option here with a Calendly link to book an appointment on it with our sales rep. So again, real simple. Comes in, it's turned on. We've got a text, we've got an email, and that's immediate. And then this campaign will wait 6 hours. It'll do another text and an email. It'll wait 12 hours. It'll do another text and an email. It'll wait 2 days. And this goes on for quite a while. So, all of it, total of 22 touches. And then this is where it stops the campaign. So we go from there. And the way you turn these on is, so that can be disabled right there. So it can be, if the pause button is on, it almost kind of looks backwards, but it's not. So you click it to pause it. So it's on right now. And then the little gear icon is on also. So both of these are on, both of these are good. The way to add a campaign here is ProLine has a bunch of really great campaigns straight out of the box. And all you got to do is go in here. You can edit your circumstances here. We're going to leave it. Everything we do is the same. but don't stop campaign, and then you can add whichever one of your campaigns you'd like in here. This one is new lead, book an appointment, or well, new lead, speed to lead, and then we've got another one that's new lead, book an appointment. So we could add another campaign to this if we wanted to. We're not going to. This is how we've got it set up. But they go from appointment scheduled, and here's your book an appointment. Or this is your appointment reminders campaign. So they go to company cam automatically because now we want to have a company cam file. That way, when we start snapping pictures through company cam, their information is already in there. My sales guys don't have to re-enter that information. So first thing that happens is that contact goes and becomes a company cam file. But then we send out a little bit of stuff here, just some appointment reminder stuff. Nothing real fancy. We just do 3 text messages. We do them all through text. We don't, at this point, we want it to seem a little more personable. These are all custom. We did, this is stuff we've, come up with on our own, but in this screenshot right here, it's just a screenshot of some Google reviews. Usually we try to update that every so often just to keep them relevant. But this one is some pictures of the communication that we have with our customers in progress. And then this one is just a final follow-up to make sure that they're not canceling or needing to reschedule. So that's our appointment reminders. And then we've got quote sent. This one gets long. So, and this is the beauty of ProLine. You set this up once and this thing just keeps working for you. So let's just go down, show you how. So they get 36 total touches over the course. This says 160 days, but notice this one's 145 days. So it's 160 days between this one and this one. So this drags out for like 2 years. And it's not annoying. I mean, you're putting 135 days and 145 days and 160 days between messages. So it's not like we're like nagging them to death, but you would be surprised at how many times we have won jobs a year, from last year to today, or 8 months later, and a lot of it has to do with this long-term follow-up. So it starts real close together. Wait 1 day, wait 2 days, wait 2, wait 7, wait 13, and then it starts getting further and further apart. So now you're waiting, 2 months, 2.5 months. So but those customers still are getting a touch from you, and it definitely has impact. So I have in our one column, we have a pretty interesting way of doing this. They get a task and then they get some information here. We try to leave a little touch every once in a while. These tasks, let me touch on this. So these tasks I created for our sales reps, so they can't get moved from one into materials ordered until they've created or completed this task. There is a whole video from AJ on how to build tasks inside ProLine, but right here you kind of get a quick gist of it. But the description is install yard sign in yard at each end of street, hang 20 to 30 door hangers. So we've got our customers or our sales reps, we created a task as soon as they hit this campaign. That happens automatically. Then we start sending texts after 7 days. So all this is just if we get some backlog, we've got 3 weeks worth of texts that go out one a week, just a touch base. So, hey, thanks for choosing Rain Stoppers. Your project is scheduled and we're on track. Just a little touch so our sales reps don't have to remember to do that. It just happens. And that customer has peace of mind knowing that somebody's keeping in touch with them. So, that is our sales. Now, when we go to production, we do something, it's real simple, not a whole lot going on here, but again, saves our sales reps time and we don't have to worry about these things getting done. How many times has one of your guys ordered material, they placed the order, they scheduled it, and they forgot to give the homeowner an update that it was coming tomorrow? Happens all the time. So what we do is when that customer moves to material ordered, we've got this really simple one-shot campaign. It sends one text, one email. All it is, hey, the materials for your project have been ordered. We'll reach out when there's a delivery date set. And then we do the same thing for materials. But what that does, that triggers a conversation. They'll say, hey, what day is that going to be delivered? What do you, and that just kind of gets that going. So materials delivered, same thing. Uh, your job's coming up. We'll be reaching out soon to schedule an exact installation date. So now they're on the hook. They know that they're getting ready to get their job done. So it's just a one and done. It's not like we do anything real fancy there, but it definitely just kind of keeps people involved. The only other thing I wanted to show in this video was how to build these. So it's really, really easy to do this. And like I said, it's fully customizable. If you want to have, I know in another CRM we had all of our stages in one pipeline. And for some people, I'm sure that it was very much so like our repairs pipeline, where it was just a much more condensed version. The reason we've got it broke out like this and we've got so many stages is because of the messaging automations that we want to have happen at certain trigger points along the sale. So, but like I said, fully customizable. You do whatever you want. We'll go in here and I'll show you how to build a stage real quick. Move me over here. So you go to company settings and then stages. And so these are the ones we've got. But let's say you wanted to start from scratch. So you deleted everything that come out of the box in ProLine. Whatever you do, you can edit. If you want to go into one of these campaigns, all you got to do is start typing. So rehash 2 and just click add. Now it's got rehash 2. Now I'm going to delete this, but it's that easy to add another campaign, and then you can go inside that campaign, or I'm sorry, to add that stage to a pipeline. To add a pipeline, same way. You just go to pipeline, new pipeline. That's spelled wrong, but that's okay. You got a new pipeline. So it's super simple. I mean, there's nothing difficult about making this. Once you have it, then you can go in and add these messaging automation campaigns to your ProLine pipeline. So the campaigns, we go to company setting, and here's the ones. Let me find. Oh wait, it's right here. Sorry. So these are campaigns that we have, but you can. So right here, sales. So we got all these sales options, and I think most of these are out of the box with ProLine. Some of these are ours that we've custom built, but ProLine offers a lot of these. The referral request is a fantastic one. Sales follow-up's great. And you can just add these to whatever stage you want to add them to. Or you can come in and edit these. You want to edit them, just go to okay, you can delete this text and put in the text you want it to say. And you've got it's customized. It's custom to your verbiage and how you want it to sound. So guys, that's all I've got for the walkthrough of our ProLine and how we do it. I think that this is a good way to basically get everything you can out of what ProLine has to offer while still keeping a nice, simple, clean layout. So if you got questions, feel free to comment, shoot me an email, and we can discuss it. Thanks.